Archangel Michael says, "You are being warned now because the hands that offered you the gift were not clean." They smiled when they handed it over, but their hearts carried the blueprint of a plan meant to trap you. You didn't notice it then, but that moment opened a door behind your back that should have remained sealed. It looked like a blessing. It felt warm, comforting, and harmless. But while you embraced it with trust, they had already started their secret movements in the shadows. The distraction worked. You gave them your attention, your gratitude, and even your peace. And in exchange, they planted something toxic that would slowly grow without your knowledge. The danger wasn't in the object itself, it was in the timing. They waited until you were smiling, celebrating, and off guard. That's when they began building a situation around you like a trap you couldn't escape. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The walls around you shifted. Someone you trusted was being used like a puppet to relay information about your routines. Conversations you thought were innocent were being replayed to people who don't wish you well. They disguised this plot with sweet tones and good manners. But behind closed doors, they called your name in meetings meant to damage you. The same people who told you, "I'm happy for you," were feeding lies to block what was coming your way. Archangel Michael says, "This moment is your clarity. You are not cursed, you were distracted. But now, the smoke is clearing, and what was hiding is beginning to show." They needed your heart to be open first. They knew your compassion could be used as a weapon. That's why they waited for a moment of kindness to deliver that gift. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The object was a signal, a soft cue in a larger scheme. It was not about the thing, it was about what it allowed them to do. While you smiled holding it, your name was being transferred into a system meant to delay you. A phone call was made that same day. Someone used your name and gave details only you shared in trust. That was the moment your boundaries were crossed. Your kindness was seen as weakness. But Archangel Michael says it was never weakness, it was divine light. And now the light is reversing the energy of that trap. The person who gave it to you isn't working alone. There are two others, one who watched in silence and one who orchestrated it from afar. All three are now caught in the same net they tried to throw on you. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Their trap is failing. What they constructed behind your back is now falling apart at the front. The spiritual realm has reversed the direction of every word spoken against you. You are rising in silence, and they are panicking in the background. They never expected you to notice so quickly. But something inside you, something higher, woke up. The gift is now spiritually exposed. Its energy has changed. What they used to access your aura has now been sealed and rejected. Archangel Michael says, "Do not blame yourself. The distraction was clever, and anyone with a good heart would have accepted it. Your innocence is protected, and your spiritual armor is being restored." Type Amen to get blessing 666. They wanted access, not connection. The entire interaction was a setup to learn how close you are to your next breakthrough. But they underestimated your divine protection. The person behind it may be someone you've comforted, someone you've cried with. But that connection has now been spiritually severed. No more can they steal from your joy while pretending to support it. You'll notice strange silence from them soon. They will avoid your eyes, your presence, and your questions. Their energy will speak louder than their words. Their fear will show. Because the same way they plotted, they are now being examined by something greater. Their names are being written down in spiritual records that can't be erased. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The one who started it is nervous now. They thought the trap was complete. But a force they didn't calculate has entered, your divine authority. Archangel Michael says, your discernment has activated. You may not have all the proof, but your spirit knows. Trust the heaviness in your chest when they speak. That wasn't just a gift, it was a seed. But that seed will not grow. Your energy is no longer fertile ground for deception. They've tried this before. Not with a gift, but with a favor, a loan, a visit. Each time, you gave from a good place, and they took from a dark one. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You'll soon hear their name in a context you didn't expect. A confession is coming from someone who was pressured into silence. And when they speak, it will match what you felt all along. This is not just personal, it's spiritual. They were sent to delay you from the next season of reward. But you are crossing that line now, with or without their permission. Archangel Michael says, there is nothing left for you to do but detach. Let the divine handle the aftermath. Do not go back to correct what was never your fault. You are not losing anything real. You are shedding manipulation dressed in kindness. And soon, your spirit will feel lighter than it has in years. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Watch for messages that come disguised in apology. Some may try to return what they took energetically. But their intention is still rooted in confusion and jealousy. The one who carried your secrets to the enemy will pretend they had no choice. But they did. And they made that choice when they thought you'd never know. But now, they're being watched spiritually. Every step they take is being recorded. They've entered a karmic space they can't exit until they face the truth. And your job is no longer to fix them. It's to move forward without explaining your piece. Your breakthrough will speak for itself, and your healing will become your response. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. Do not return the gift. Let it be spiritually dismantled. Keep it far from your personal space, wrapped and sealed. You'll soon receive a sign that you've been set free from its influence. It may come as a dream, a sudden sense of relief, or a reversal in your favor. Trust it. Archangel Michael says, you were chosen for clarity in this hour. Because your path leads others, and they would have fallen into the same trap had you not spoken. Your voice, your awareness, your growth, it's all part of a larger restoration. Heaven is lifting what was pressed against your life for months. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. And as that pressure lifts, you'll notice blessings returning. Not new ones, old ones that were blocked and delayed. They're coming back like a wave. Things that stopped moving will suddenly flow. Conversations that were left incomplete will restart, but this time with truth. You are not where you were when they tried to bind you. You are ascending. Their chains are broken. Your gifts are being restored, this time untouched by corruption. And the people who thought they'd erased you will be the ones to witness your elevation. Not because you want revenge, but because divine justice has begun. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Your smile will no longer be used against you. Your kindness will no longer be a doorway for evil. That era is over. They used your celebration as their moment to strike. But now, every celebration you have going forward will be protected. They can no longer enter. Their whispers are fading. Their plans are collapsing. And you are being surrounded by new people, people who pray in secret for your rise. The shift has begun. And the person you are becoming was never supposed to be distracted. From now on, everything coming to you will carry truth, not illusion. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Your spiritual sight is sharpening. What once confused you will now be obvious. You'll see behind words, feel energy, and know who's for you and who's not. The ones who pretended are retreating. And you are stepping into a circle that carries no envy, no hidden motives, no traps. Just light. Archangel Michael says, you are not just being protected, you are being prepared. You will lead others into clarity after this. And you'll recognize future distractions from miles away. Because of this trap, you've now gained an irreversible spiritual skill. And with that gift, no trap will ever bind you again. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. What they set for your downfall is now turning into your elevation. The divine has flipped the script. You are the proof that good hearts still rise. The final piece of this trap will reveal itself soon. You'll hear something shocking, but it will also confirm everything. Don't fear it, embrace it as validation. You are safe now. The door behind you is closed. And no matter how they try, they can't recreate the distraction. This was never about a gift. This was about awakening you to the people who don't deserve access. And now that you've seen it, they can't undo it. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. Your name is being cleansed. Your energy is being restored. The false connections are being burned away. And what remains is pure, strong, untouchable. This is who you were meant to be all along. They'll remember you, not as the one they tricked, but as the one who rose in silence while they collapsed in noise. Let that be your closure. Archangel Michael says, rejoice now. The trap is broken. The distraction has failed. And the true gift is this freedom you carry. The silence that surrounds you now is not emptiness, it is protection. It is the universe pausing the noise so you can hear your true guidance. It is peace reclaiming its place in your life. Let the stillness be your answer. Let it speak to the parts of you that were once drowned in confusion. The storm they stirred behind your back cannot reach you anymore. There is a powerful reason why you feel something shifting. It is not paranoia. It is prophecy awakening in you. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. The ones who laughed behind your back are beginning to feel the consequences. They thought your trust was a weakness, but it was actually a sacred mirror. What they did in secret is now echoing into their own lives. Do not retaliate. You don't have to. The energy they unleashed is circling back around, slowly but surely, touching every hand involved. Someone among them is already falling apart from guilt. They can't sleep. They keep replaying the moment they said yes to a plan that wasn't theirs. And now, they are scared. Not of you, but of the divine force they mocked. The same force that is now standing at your side. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. You're being called to release, not to revenge. Release the false ties, the fake support, the gifts with hidden intent. Don't look back, not even to ask why. They've already made their choice. Let that be their burden. Yours is healing now. You've been entrusted with deeper sight. From this point on, you'll know who to trust by the weight of their energy, not by the sound of their compliments. Archangel Michael says, your discernment is a shield now. You are surrounded by divine signals, divine voices, divine walls of light that no trick can penetrate. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Even if they try again, it won't land. The distraction game is over. You're no longer the version of yourself they could deceive. And they feel it. That's why they're quiet now. That's why their presence is fading, and their texts have grown distant. You'll soon meet someone new, someone whose heart doesn't need to pretend. This soul was sent to walk beside you, not ahead of you or behind you. Your elevation requires cleaner energy, purer intentions, and stronger protection. And that's exactly what the universe is delivering. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. The gift they gave you was a test. But the way you rose from it was your testimony. You passed the trial, and now you wear the crown of clarity. Everything taken is being replaced, one by one. But not just replaced, upgraded. People who once overlooked your light will now feel uneasy in your presence. Because your light no longer asks for permission to shine. Archangel Michael says, rise boldly now. The trap could not stop your purpose. And the divine will use that very moment to bless you in front of those who underestimated you. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. The chains are broken. The fog has lifted. Your path is shining again. Even the air around you is different now. Lighter. Sacred. Watch how opportunities return, how people speak truth without knowing why, how doors open like they were never closed. This is divine reversal. And it began the moment you said yes to clarity. The moment you stopped blaming yourself for their evil and reclaimed your peace. Your name is being whispered in heavenly halls now, not for judgment, but for elevation. Your timeline is being accelerated. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. That moment of betrayal, though painful, was the fire that burned away what no longer served you. It refined you. Strengthened you. Made you more dangerous to darkness. Now when you enter a room, you bring truth with you. Your presence disrupts plans. Your silence exposes lies. They can no longer speak about you freely without feeling exposed. Because your name now carries a spiritual frequency that makes lies tremble. Archangel Michael says, your rise is not delayed, it's realigned. And the people who thought you were broken will be shocked at your next glow. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. And this glow is not just physical. It's in your voice. Your laughter. Your silence. Your discernment. You will never again be caught in a trap disguised as a gift. Because your spirit now scans what your eyes cannot see. The road ahead is cleared. No stumbling blocks, no spiritual leeches, no false bonds. You walk now in power. You walk now as one who saw the shadows and didn't surrender. As one who turned a distraction into a lesson, and a trap into a throne. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. This is your re-entry. Into peace. Into joy. Into full restoration. They may try to copy your path now. They may try to rewrite their story beside yours. But you don't have to prove anything. You already rose. You are no longer explaining your worth. You are demonstrating it without a single word. And every silent tear you cried while they celebrated your confusion has been collected by divine forces and turned into miracles on your behalf. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. You are free. And not just from them, but from every spiritual chain connected to their deception. That gift was the final attempt. It failed. From this moment forward, everything that enters your space will be divinely filtered. No more spiritual parasites. No more emotional manipulation. You are stepping into a season of sharpness, honor, and divine justice. The fake friends will fall away, and you won't feel the need to chase them anymore. Archangel Michael says, they played themselves when they tried to trap you. And now, they have to watch you be celebrated by the same forces they mocked. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. Prepare. Because blessings are moving toward you rapidly. The trap was supposed to delay you for years, but now you'll gain back time. Everything they tried to confuse will now become crystal clear. Every closed door will swing open with no resistance. And the best part? You will not have to explain how it happened. Your silence will be your success story. They'll whisper, how did they bounce back so fast? But only you and the heavens will know the full truth. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. The time you spent grieving their betrayal was not wasted. It created room for better, stronger, and more honest connections. This new circle you're entering has no tolerance for jealousy or schemes. It's built on alignment. It's built on truth. It's built on mutual rising. No more being the only one giving. No more feeling drained. You are walking into equal energy, powerful reflection, and consistent joy. The trap is not just behind you, it's beneath you now. You've risen far above its reach. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. Archangel Michael says, take a deep breath. That heaviness you felt for months has lifted. The spiritual battle has been won. Your name is being spoken in realms of glory, not gossip. You are known now, not just seen. You'll begin to see signs of this shift every day. Favor in unexpected places. Love from new sources. Protection that arrives before danger even tries to come close. Let them talk. Let them regret. Let them sit with what they did. Your peace is louder than their schemes. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. They never expected you to see through the distraction. But you did. And now they are scared of your vision. You are not returning to the past, not even in your thoughts. It has nothing left for you. The future is calling. It's brighter. It's sacred. It's full of promises that can't be stolen. And the divine is smiling. Because while they set the trap behind you, heaven was preparing the throne ahead of you. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Your reward is not coming, it has arrived. Open your hands. Open your heart. The blessing was never behind the gift, it was always inside of you. Now you know. Now you walk in it. And no one can ever take it from you again. You've entered a space of divine clarity where no false smile can disguise a trap again. The path ahead is no longer crowded with confusion or delay, it is clear, direct, and protected. You are now operating from spiritual intelligence, not emotional impulse. What once blinded you has now sharpened your sight. You have grown past the version of yourself that tolerated the wrong people in the name of peace. Now, peace surrounds you because you removed the cause of your chaos. Let them wonder how you saw through it. Let them regret underestimating your discernment. Because from this point forward, nothing gets past your spirit. You are unshakable. You are unbothered. You are untouchable in ways they can never reach again. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. The season you are walking into is not just healing, it is restoration with compensation. Everything they tried to delay will now arrive faster than expected. Everything stolen will return multiplied. You are not fighting anymore. You are receiving. And every word they used to destroy you is being rewritten by divine justice. Archangel Michael says, rejoice in silence. Do not announce your rise too soon. Let the results speak while you remain hidden in peace. The most dangerous version of you is the one who no longer seeks revenge, only redemption. And that's exactly who you've become. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. You will walk into rooms they swore you'd never enter. And not only will you enter, you'll be honored. You'll be requested. You'll be remembered. The same people who thought they could distract you with false gifts will be the ones who accidentally broadcast your glow by watching you too closely. You are being marked now by divine favor. People will help you without knowing why. Opportunities will align without explanation. Because the heavens have turned their face toward you. Not out of pity, but because they've seen your loyalty in silence and your strength under attack. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. And now, the shift is complete. The cycle has closed. The trap has been turned into a testimony. Soon, someone will try to come back, not with an apology, but with curiosity. They want to know how you escaped what they carefully planned. But you owe them nothing. Not your story. Not your time. Not your energy. Let them wonder in their silence. Let your success echo louder than anything they said or did behind your back. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. Your soul has graduated. And the blessings coming are not average, they are aligned with the new version of you. Doors will not just open, they will remain open. And people will not just support you, they will protect you, because your energy is rare. The people who once used you for insight, inspiration, or gain will no longer have access to your frequency. They won't even understand the new level you've entered. Archangel Michael says, your destiny has recalibrated. Your name is aligned with victory now, not victimhood. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. You are not who they remember, and you're not going back to explain. Let the old version of you remain in their memory, while the elevated version walks forward in power. Everything that was taken from you during that moment of distraction will now return with interest. Every tear, every delay, every spiritual bruise, replaced by favor, fortune, and fulfillment. The ones who gave you that gift are watching. They're trying to predict your next move. But this time, it's hidden from them. Because you've become unpredictable to the very people who once studied your every step. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. And now, divine speed is on your side. You will go further in days than they tried to block you from for years. They can't stop it. They can't compete with it. They can't mimic it. Because what's on your life is not manufactured, it's inherited from heaven. Their trap was designed in secret, but your elevation is being announced openly. Not by you, but by the way the universe is favoring you publicly. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. Your silence is loud now. Your absence is a statement. And your boundaries are no longer suggestions, they are laws. You were never meant to be distracted by small things while large blessings waited in the background. Now, your focus is aligned with what matters. And what matters now is you, your healing, your calling, your peace. You are the center of your restoration. Archangel Michael says, this was the final time they could try you. That window is now sealed. No more loopholes. No more open doors for manipulation. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. They will sit in confusion trying to figure out how the energy shifted. They will go back through memories trying to understand when you changed. But the truth is, you were never theirs to manipulate in the first place. Your soul belongs to the divine. Your purpose is too big to be tangled in petty traps. And your spirit is too wise now to fall for emotional performances. Let your spirit keep soaring. Let your circle remain small and sacred. You don't need crowds, you need clarity. And clarity is exactly what you've gained through this trial. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. You didn't lose anything when you cut ties, you gained your mind back. You gained your power. You gained your voice. And now, your intuition has no static. It's clear. It's sharp. It speaks, and you listen. You're no longer caught in confusion because you've matured past manipulation. What used to hurt you now humbles you. Archangel Michael says, prepare for the season that was promised but delayed. It's coming, without interruption this time. And no false gift will stop it. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. Now, hold your head high. What they tried to label as broken in you is now glowing. What they laughed at has become your strength. What they attempted to dim is now shining through. You are proof that what was sent to distract you can never defeat what was placed inside you from birth.